good friend of mine. May have just seen him on Conan. Whoa, that's the noise you're supposed to make when I say Conan, I think. Fantastic guy. Looks like he works at a bowling alley where he also sleeps. Put your hands together for Shane Torres, everybody.
I don't know why you would say that. It's kind of mean. I haven't figured out why you would say that. It's nice to be here in front of all your tax documents. It's fucking great. Anyone here catch my Conan? Didn't think so. It's a big step for me. Something a lot of comedians dream about, their first late night set. Glad you guys could support it. Maybe you guys caught my Ron White's comedy Salute to the Troops appearance. An evening of star-spangled banter. It's a real thing I did. It's me for 10 minutes and then Carrot Top for 40. It was real fun. When Eli was doing the dog comedian thing, I started writing. If some of you weren't in here, he thought, what would be great if there was the first dog comedian, and then they had terrible jokes, so I wrote some of those jokes. When my bitch sits around the doghouse, she sits around the doghouse. I just flew in from Albuquerque, and boy, does it suck riding in the belly of that plane. Cocker spaniels walk like this. No, I'm done. All right. It's a pleasure to be here at Vice. Am I allowed to say that here, or what happens? Gonna end up on a blog. What is this room? It's so weird. It's like John Cusack's apartment in High Fidelity. There's no stool for my beer. Found a little beer cubby. All right, I guess I'll just do prepared stuff. I don't like it when my friends get sober. And here's what I mean. I've never had a friend whose addiction was more troubling than their sobriety was irritating to me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, if you ever had a friend get sober, they go through this moment of like clarity, but it's not, about how they just know everything now. They're just like, well, I just get up at 6 a.m. every day and I work out with my trainer, Jason. He spells his name with a Y, so you know he's cool. And then I got a job at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. And then I just eat healthy for the rest of my life. And then they just like adopt all these new personalities till it keeps folding into itself over and over again. And then you're like, oh, this was never the problem. This was the goddamn problem. You fucking creeps. All right, that joke's new. This kind of fits. I'm addicted to clickbait. People have to know what that is here, right? Sometimes I have to explain it. I cannot stop reading this shit, and it's always the meanest garbage I have ever read in my entire life. I saw one that was, you'll never guess which former NBA star is now the mayor of a hobo town. And they'll be like shitty in the article sometimes. They'll be, less bling next time, Allen Iverson. I saw another one, it was my favorite ever. It was 10 former child stars that were once adorable but are now hideous. Hideous? That's a cold fucking word to use on someone's face. And like it's usually reserved for car wrecks, you know what I mean? But it's the same thing every time. It's a 10-1 countdown of former child stars who were once adorable and now just look like normal people. But because we're perverts and we forecasted their hotness 20 years into the future because they were on TV when they were 9, people would just get real shitty about it, and they'll just be like, look how big the oldest son from Home Improvement's head got. I bet Punky Brewster's breath smells like a poor person's fridge. Macaulay Culkin should be home alone forever. While I'm on it, what the fuck did Guy Fieri ever do to anyone? Because people shit on that guy all the time. And as far as I can tell, all he did was follow his dreams. He has not done anything wrong. I researched it. He pays everyone. He hires everyone. He gives medical benefits. He even officiated a gay wedding. But because he's got flames on his shirt, everybody takes a dump all over this guy like he's Hitler. And, look, I get it. I don't want to hang out with him either. But he hasn't done anything wrong. He made the Dorito-rimmed margarita. I think we can all appreciate that in some way. It's fucking horrible. Just because he's got tips, everybody treats him like he's a member of Nickelback. You guys are one of those polite crowds. I think it's time a new dip showed up for chips. It's always hummus and salsa. You know? It's just a thought I had when I was at the snack table. Real thing. You ever think about that? It's like, come on! Who's bringing the new dip? Salsa, clearly the greatest of all time. Hummus had its day in the sun, in the mathematical answer. That's it. Anytime my mother hears the actor George Clooney's name, she always says the exact same thing, the exact same way. And it's never like, I'm so wet. So I'm going to do an impression of my mother hearing George Clooney's name. Eli, can you help me out? Yeah. Just wait, I'm going to turn around, wait 5 seconds, and then say George Clooney. Yeah. This is my mother hearing George Clooney's name.
George Clooney.
Oh, that George Clooney? You know they say he has political aspirations. And that's the end of her thing. It's real weird. It's like she just slept with a senator's son or something. Freaks me out. I got to show at Pine Box after this, too. I really do. It's called Bush Stick. Get it? Not folks. I had a dream last night that my ex is now dating Pitbull. Scared the shit out of me. I didn't like it. You guys ever buy a bottle of your ex-girlfriend's shampoo, wash your hair with it, and then sit around and smell yourself? Me neither. It'd be weird if one of you did that. How am I doing on time? I'm good? I'm good? Okay, I'm good. I like this guitar. I'm not going to play it. Don't want to embarrass you guys. All right, we'll finish with a joke that works sometimes. You're in here somewhere. It's a new joke book. Sorry, guys. I know this. I'm not Janine Garofalo. I'm not doing this on purpose. She brings her notes on stage a lot. It wasn't a dig. She just does it. Okay, yeah. You guys remember your first homeschooled kid? You remember meeting that thing? If you never met a homie, I'll explain it to you. They always act exactly the way an alien would act if they took over a human's body. Like, they kind of get it, but if you watch them from a distance, you're like, that one's eating cereal with a fork. Fucking homeschooled kid. And they, hey. Woof. All right, help me out here. She just licked the mic. All right. That's cute. I don't do animal acts. That's when they say your career's over. It is weird. Like, the homeschool kids, when they show up, they always smell like laundry that wasn't dried all the way. Just come out just smelling like old lettuce and shit. And the first thing they say to you is always the craziest thing you're ever going to hear in your life. It's never, "Hi, I'm Steve." It's always, "My name's Baxter and my dad puts honey in our milk." And you're like, "Ugh. You are so fucking weird. Just nuttier than a tin full of squirrel shit, aren't you?" I have a theory that when homeschool kids fuck, they only move their shoulders. Like, never their hips, just take it. All right.
Shane Torres, everybody. Man.